Coming into the basement. My husband will show me a couple things.
Hello, welcome to my DIY basement slash home theater slash bar slash a little bit of everything. So on your right hand side, you're gonna see that I built a custom made entertainment center, which is going to have a 77-inch TV. It's gonna have 3 speakers, right, left, and a center. I also set up multiple cubbies in the bottom for the amplifier and the receiver. To your left hand side, you're going to see a setup for a fireplace, which I'll be installing soon. In this area, we're going to be hopefully in the future putting a pinball machine or some type of entertainment. I've also built the bar area, which is a little bit of a mess right now, but the plans are to put a keg, multiple refrigerators and whatnot, which is a work in progress. I decided to do a separate AC unit for the theater room. And the reason why I decided to do that is because I wanted to make sure that the theater room itself was going to be soundproof, which would not bother the people in the second floor and third floor. So soundproofing was crucial. And one way of actually doing that is by putting a separate AC unit so the sound does not travel to the AC duct. So this is a mini split. Mini split meaning that there's a unit that you can actually attach the duct unit to it, and then the actual other unit is outside. This is where I set up for the filter. And on this area right here, it is actually an suction fan. Is just to bring in fresh air from the outside into the inside of the basement in the movie theater, in order for you don't have stale air running through the theater. So you're constantly getting fresh air from the outside. I'm also doing myself the breaker box, a sub panel, which is connected to our main panel. I wanted to make sure that everything within the basement itself had a separate breaker and had enough power, that way it would not affect the actual grid of the house. So if you walk this way, I'll show you the actual theater room itself. I decided to do double wall, again, for soundproofing. The thicker the wall, the better it is to contain all the sound inside the theater room.
So you're missing another wall here that you have to frame it?
We're in the process of finishing up the wiring and all the installation before I build the second wall, so it could be a little bit easier.
Okay.
So once you walk this way, we're gonna have double doors. Again, we're still missing another wall right here. So there's one door here, there's gonna be a second door right here. So walk in here. As you can see, I'm in the process right now of putting in the insulation. I'm using Rockwell, which is a very thick insulation for soundproofing. On this wall is going to be the actual screen itself. I already pre-wired everything. You're gonna have wiring for 2 subwoofers. Each subwoofer is gonna have a dedicated 20 amp breaker, again, for power consumption. Make sure it does not affect the actual power of the actual grid of the house.
And how big of the screen are you looking at there?
Well, once I actually complete installing the drywall itself, I'm going to try to maximize depending on how much space I have available after I install the drywall. So my goal is 120-inch screen and more. So again, it's going to be a custom-made screen. So basically, once I'm done, I'll be able to take measurements and have the company custom make the screen to fit the exact wall. So as you can see above, these are the ductworks that I built. Again, this is for the mini split, and this is just for the theater room itself. That way the sound does not travel outside of the theater room. It is specifically for the theater room. So we're gonna have 3 speakers up front, 2 subwoofers in the front. I built this riser, which, as you can see, it has 3 entries. These entries are for, they're called bass traps. Basically it is to prevent the bass from bouncing around the room. So it controls the bass in the room. I built a step. The riser itself is 5/8 plywood and is 3 layers of 5/8 plywood, so it's extremely thick It's very solid, and there's no bouncing or anything.
No movement.
It's extremely sturdy. So each one of these is going to be a speaker. I built the box, which is where the speaker is going to be inside of the box, which is going to be inside of the wall. So once the movie theater is completely built, you're not going to see any speakers. Everything is going to be hidden, and it gives you more of that immersive feeling because you don't see any speakers.
It's more customizable.
Exactly. So this is going to be the outlet for turning on the lights, but all the lights inside the theater room is going to be controlled through an app, which I'll probably show you guys later in another video.
When you say app, does that mean, is that going to work with either Alexa or
Everything is compatible.
or Siri's?
Yes.
Okay.
So on the actual bed layer of the theater room, we're gonna have 6 speakers surrounding me. So you're gonna have the front 2 are called the front wides.
Okay.
That's the front wides. These are the surrounds, and these 2 back here are the rear speakers. So basically you have 3 speakers, you have 6 speakers in the bed layer plus the 3 in the front.
Okay.
Up top, we're gonna have the Atmos speakers, which are already pre-wired here. As you can see, you're gonna have 1 here, 1 over there, and 2 in the back. I decided to only go with 4 instead of 6, for the simple reason there's not enough difference between the 4 and 6 according to a lot of the reviews out there.
Right now, but I see that it's already pre-wired. So should you choose to add another 2 down the road, you could.
Right, and the other thing too, why it's also beneficial to have the double walls, you can always walk in